Andrew Wiggins, who entered the league with immense hype as a top pick, experienced a brief resurgence with the Golden State Warriors. His contributions during their championship run restored some of his reputation. However, just 2 years later, Wiggins' form has mysteriously declined, and he's lost his starting role to younger players. Once seen as a potential franchise cornerstone, Wiggins now faces renewed scrutiny as a player who failed to live up to his initial promise. Beyond his poor play, Poole has been a disruptive force off the court. Brought in as a championship veteran expected to lead a rebuilding franchise, he has instead exuded arrogance and failed to take responsibility for his actions. His inability to learn from past mistakes, many of which were babysat by the Warriors during his time in Golden State, has further hampered his growth. This lack of accountability and leadership has underscored the challenges the Wizards face in turning their fortunes around. While no one expected Poole to single-handedly transform Washington in a single season, his trajectory contrasts sharply with the likes of James Harden, who revitalized the Rockets after leaving Oklahoma City. Another player once hailed as a potential star, has similarly struggled to carve out a meaningful role in the league. Despite his unique skill set and the mentorship of players like Kevin Durant, Ball's development has been underwhelming. His limited contributions on both ends of the court have left many wondering if his chance to shine has already passed. DeAndre Ayton, the first overall pick in 2018, has also struggled to meet expectations. After a solid yet unspectacular tenure with the Phoenix Suns, Ayton was traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. However, instead of stepping up as the team's leader, Ayton has shown troubling signs of complacency. His comments about having nothing to prove in the league reflect a mindset ill-suited for a max contract player. Reports of tardiness and tantrums during his early days in Portland have drawn comparisons to Hassan Whiteside, a player known for empty stats and limited impact. Ayton's inability to lead by example has further dimmed his star power. Meanwhile, Cade Cunningham, a first overall pick with the Detroit Pistons, represents a different kind of challenge. Cade has consistently improved his game, stayed out of trouble, and demonstrated a commitment to winning. However, his impact on the team's success has been negligible. The Pistons, in the midst of a historically bad season, perform worst with Cade on the court, winning just 7% of games when he plays versus 40% without him. This paradox highlights a broader issue. The team struggles to find cohesion and accountability with a star player at the helm. For Detroit to make strides, they must figure out how to build a system that thrives with Cade as its centerpiece. Rookie Scoot Henderson, another key piece of Portland's rebuild, has also faced significant challenges. Touted as a future star and a Rookie of the Year candidate, Scoot has struggled to adjust to the NBA. His poor shooting, turnovers, and lack of consistency have raised questions about his decision to forego college or overseas play in favor of the G League. While it's too early to label him a bust, his slow start has added to the Trailblazers' woes. The Washington Wizards, once a team with little promise, pinned their hopes on Jordan Poole to bring some much-needed spark. Early comparisons to James Harden by none other than Kevin Garnett fueled high expectations. Garnett predicted Poole could lead the league in scoring, but reality has fallen far short. Poole's tenure with the Wizards has been marked by inconsistency and disappointment. He has been booed by his own fans on multiple occasions, and his on-court decision-making has drawn unflattering comparisons to JaVale McGee's infamous blunders. Instead of rising to the challenge, Poole's performance has arguably hit rock bottom, making this perhaps the worst year of his career. These stories of unfulfilled potential highlight the challenges of building around young talent in the NBA. For every player who thrives under the pressure, there are others who struggle to adapt, whether due to personal shortcomings, injuries, or unfavorable circumstances. As these players continue their journeys, the league watches closely, hoping for redemption, but often left with more questions than answers. Zion Williamson, another first overall pick, continues to be one of the league's biggest what-if stories. Drafted in 2019, Zion was expected to be a franchise-altering talent for the New Orleans Pelicans. Instead, his career has been derailed by injuries, weight management issues, and off-court controversies. Now in his 5th season, Zion's development seems to have stagnated, and fans and analysts alike are losing faith in his ability to fulfill his immense potential. At just 23 years old, Zion's time to turn things around is running out, and the Pelicans remain stuck in mediocrity.